A lot of you folks are fans of the Real Rebel because he's quite an enlightening gentleman, but he says so many things that are incorrect and wrong that we have to correct it so that you can
free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, I don't give a fuck.
All right, Matt, let's roll the camera and get going here. Okay. All right. Well, Jake has asked the professor and me to respond to some comments that he received. Let me take these sunglasses off. Some comments that Jake received after he posted the scientific study that the professor here did that showed that fishing with the reel on the top is actually an effective way to fish. All right, that's the way I fish. Matt, why don't you roll that conclusion the professor made after he did his science experiments?
So, as a scientist, I must conclude that these fishing poles with the reels are designed to have the reels and the eyelets on top of the poles. Are designed to have the reels and the eyelets on top of the poles. These fishing poles with the reels are designed to have the reels and the eyelets on top of the poles. 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 On top of the poles.
You know, that's why Jake commissioned your study. Jake's got a heart of gold, and he's sticking up for all of us who prefer to fish with the top without being told by everybody not to do it that way.
We can't just listen to everybody. We need the facts to speak for themselves.
And that's exactly what you did in your science experiment. You know, after I saw your science experiment, in fact, Matt, why don't you roll a clip? When I first heard of the scientist's conclusion that, you know what, there's scientific validity to fishing with the reel on the top like I and many others do. I really want folks to see that. Can we roll that clip?
Well, guess what? Former friends and others who felt compelled to tell me not to fish with a reel on the top, your day of reckoning is here, because I have been vindicated. And you can no longer live in your delusions of superiority over me. And that's because scientific proof has now shown that the more effective way, the more efficient way, the easier way to fish is with the reel on top.
Right on, Real Rebel, right on, man. You were right all along, dude.
Yeah, I know that seems a little bit melodramatic, but that was my reaction. We were out fishing one of our Real Rebel series, and Steve-O, the series producer, brought out a cell phone and he showed me the professor's science study. And finally, I had scientific proof so that other fishermen would just back off and let me fish the way I want to fish, all right? And all the others that want to fish with a reel on the top. All right, okay. So anyway, sorry, I get a little worked up.
I can understand why.
I've had a lifetime of this. Ever since I lost friends when I was as Real Rebel episode 1, it showed how my friends ostracized me because I fished with the reel on the top and they all fished with the reel on the bottom.
Their way.
Well,
And you know, you got to understand, when you're a little boy and You don't fit in with the other boys. It's real rough. They don't want. They don't want to fish with you. They think there's something odd about you. Steve-O, I'm gonna need a few minutes, all right, Steve-O?
Not long ago you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see.
People get set in their ways of doing things. Maybe their fathers, their grandfathers did it this way, and it goes against their nature to change it by putting the real on the top. It's a huge shift in physics and in mentality.
You know, that's a great point, and I think your study is rocking the world of fishing. It's been incredible. Jake has just said he's gotten hundreds and hundreds of comments from fishermen that are kind of blown away by this.
There's nothing wrong with opening up your mind to new ideas. You could say, no, I don't like it on top. I prefer it on the bottom, and that's fine with us.
Yeah, I agree. But the point is
try it.
Don't come with this dogmatic conclusion that the only way to use these spinning reels is on the bottom. That is the only way. We're trying to open people's minds
Precisely. Here. We absorb all these truths from other people that we just kind of live with, and we don't challenge them until someone comes along and is like, hey, why don't you try it this way? And then becomes the aha moment. Good idea. I've never thought of that before. That's what the human mind is capable of doing.
That's exactly what's happened here.
Yeah.
For the great preponderance of fishermen, they all do it this way because they've been told they're supposed to do it this way.
They've seen other fishermen doing it that way too.
So along comes someone like me, the real rebel. And I'm fishing it with a totally different way, and it doesn't compute for them.
No, it's wrong. They see it as wrong.
But it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
You showed in your experiment that it works just fine.
It's simply an alternative. Why not give it a try?
I like the way you think, Professor.
That's what I'm trained to do.
To think critically.
Yeah, and pass that on to others.
Yeah, we're sticking up for all those fishermen who fish with the reel on top, who are put down and harangued by those who fish on the bottom.
It's high time for that to stop as of this moment.
That's right. Fish and let fish the way they want to fish.
And now here he is from the Timberlane Film Studios. The man who refuses to back down and continues to fish his own way with the fishing reel on top. The Real Rebel. He's a maverick.
He fishes his own way with the fishing reel on top. He doesn't buy fishing weights. He makes his own out of mussel shells. He doesn't need any waders when he fishes. He's a maverick. He pioneered a new way of fishing with the reel on top.
With the fishing reel on top. Timberlane Films has rocked the world of fishing. The Real Rebel.
He fishes with the reel on top.
That doggone thing was the Real Rebel was using. But boy, there's that Real Rebel need a lot to work on his techniques. Oh, we can sit here all day and correct his mistakes he's been making in the program. Real Rebel, you're more than welcome to come by anytime. I'm here at the shop, and we'll have a cup of coffee, and I'll teach you the correct manners in which to fish.